All right, everyone, welcome back. I'm going to role play you going to buy a used car at pick any one of your used car dealerships. Carvana, CarMax, Drive Time, the corner guy around the corner, or the car dealer in another state. You pick one. I will be able to bust every one of these purchases that a customer buys pre-owned or used, right? So what I'm going to do is role play you going to meet somebody dressed like this to purchase a used car. And I'm going to use the Dodge Ram as an example today. Oh, hi, Mr. So-and-so. How are you? Yes. What brings you to our lot today? That Dodge Ram over there that you had advertised for $10.99. Yeah. That's a great car. We just got it in. It's all serviced and it's ready to go. How much money do you have? Oh, I got a trade. I got this. How's your credit? I don't really know. I think I got pretty good credit. Great. How did you hear about us? I saw it online, Car Gurus or something like that. Oh, great. My name is Bob. I'm just a salesman here, but I'm going to take you through the whole experience. All right. Well, let's go inside and let's start some paperwork, and then we'll go through the price. Yeah, that's the price on the windshield. That's your best price. Yeah, that's our best price for that car right there. Yep, that's $10,000 for that Dodge Ram with the big wheels on it and the tinted windows and the lights and the suspension mods and the rumbly exhaust. Yep, that's it right there. Yeah. Would you like to test drive it first? Oh, yeah. All right, let me get the keys. We'll go inside. We'll start some paperwork, and then we'll go for a road test. Starts it up. Vroom, he's all excited. Yeah, let's go for a road test. Driving it down the road, the steering wheel's off. Hey, I thought you said that this car was serviced. Yeah, but it's got big wheels and tires and all that stuff. The wheel's supposed to be like that. Really? And some customers just like they get caught up in a moment and they just roll with the thing. Oh, it's loud. There's no engine lights on. It's got a stereo works. It's got tinted windows. What's that noise I hear? That's just it's got a lift kit and those big tires. Big tires make a lot of noise. You never drove a truck with big tires and lift kit before? No, this would be my first purchase. The truck really looks great. It's in my price range. I want this car. Okay, that's great. Let's keep driving. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to the shop. Typically, it's a short road test for most people, right? Can't really hear the other hidden issues with that car, the customer. So this is me just speaking outside of customer, and I'm the sales guy. All right, let's go back to the shop. Let's get some paperwork started. Make sure that we can do this deal. You like the truck? Oh yeah, I like the truck. All right, cool. Let's get in there and do some paperwork. Blah 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 blah. $10,000. All right. Is that the out the door price? Well, no. There's destination charge. There's fees. You definitely want to buy a warranty on this truck, sir. You shouldn't buy any vehicle that's used and pre-owned without a warranty, right? They're trying to talk you into buying that warranty. Yeah, I'm the salesman talking into that warranty. Why? Because they already know the car's messed up, right? They already know that there's issues with it, but there's no engine lights on, and the car starts and moves. All right? Playing the game with you. What I want you to think about is all the red flags that you may have missed or may not have picked up on because you're so excited to buy a used car. And you think the guy with this really handsome face and a smile is your friend and he's going to help you. So now we're just going to stop this for a second here, and I'm going to show you how I want you to perceive every used car salesperson, Carvana, CarMax. I don't care where you go. You ready? So give me a second. I'm sorry, guys. I had to just come right back. This is the real me. This is the real me trying to sell you that vehicle. And you definitely want to buy that warranty because I know the car has tons of issues. But right now, none of it's happening because you're so excited. Your endorphins are high. Your excitement level's high. But this is the real guy trying to sell you that used car. I'm not going to tell you that there's surface rust. I'm not going to tell you that the brakes are just about shot. I'm not going to tell you the hub bearing's bad. I'm not going to tell you the front differential's bad. Not going to tell you the guy that put headers on it did it wrong. Not going to tell you that the dipstick tube is grinding against the drive shaft. Not going to tell you that the front tires are noisy, but the back tires are just about shot because the lift kit and alignment and all the front end issues was done completely wrong. This is the real guy. All right, so now let's move forward, right? So remember this face when you're buying a used car. And the other character, the guy who really doesn't care about you, all he cares about is getting you to sign on that dotted line, marry you to that car, get you to buy on warranty. This is the faces I want you to think about as the real faces of people who are trying to sell you used cars. The guy who's going to protect you is a guy like me. You want to buy the car, you're so excited, you're so happy. Do what this very small percentage of people do out there, regardless if you're buying it from a dealership or a used car dealership or a private lot. Take it to a guy like me who has lots of experience, that is a separate entity from their service department and their salespeople and everything else, and go, get yourself a second opinion. If you have an ace mechanic, take the car there and have him look at the car. If he says the car is decent, which I'm going to guarantee you, if he's a really good mechanic, he's going to find something that needs to be done on that car that you don't know about. Now, when they say that the vehicle was serviced, right, that doesn't mean shit, to be honest with you. It's just a piece of paper, and it's only as good as the technician who's filling it out. And as I show every day, that it doesn't matter where the cars come from, there are multiple issues that are not disclosed, let alone resolved. Facts. I did one yesterday on a Toyota from CarMax. I did one from another dealership today. Thousands of dollars in repairs. CarMax sent the car out with the brake pads less than 25% and the master cylinder almost on empty, the minimum. You think because you're going to this big place or this little teeny tiny place that the guy here, this image of the guy, has your best interests. That's not always true. I'm going to say majority of them don't care about you. All they care about is making that deal, getting you to sign the car, sign the deal, and get married to it. They know that people procrastinate. They know that people won't check every option and issue with the car. They know, but over a period of time, things will develop. By then, it's too late for you. How do you protect yourself? Go have your vehicle inspected by the good guy. And if you don't have a really good mechanic, you can find one everywhere. Plenty of good YouTube mechanics displaying the skill, their quality, how they fix cars, their product knowledge, plenty of them. There are plenty of mechanics out there that think a road test is a vehicle inspection. That is not the case. That is not the case. So who do you want to buy a car from? Do you want to buy a car from this guy? Do you want to buy a car from this guy? Do you want to buy a car from this guy? The only way that you're going to protect yourself buying a pre-owned used vehicle is go have it inspected. Slow the process down. Get yourself in control of it. That is not the last vehicle on the face of the earth that you have the opportunity to buy. Facts. That car exists somewhere else. It may be a little bit more inconvenient for you. But if you're buying a car within 10 miles, you owe it to yourself to pay somebody who knows what they're doing to go through the vehicle and say, this is what's wrong with the car. Either you're going to come off the price or you're going to fix this, or I'm moving on to another dealership and do the same process. You do not have to buy a new car. You have a choice to fix your current vehicle, right, and stay in it and save money, or go to a used car lot and get stuck with something, or something that's affordable that needs something, or your goal is to buy a car that needs the least amount of repairs and maintenance pre-owned. Buying a new vehicle today is a slow death with interest rates. Almost every vehicle that's manufactured today has an issue underlying programming, software, mechanical defects, on and on and on. My ex-wife just took her brand new leased vehicle back to Honda because the radio stopped working. It didn't make it a day before she had to go back and say, my radio don't work. You think they stock radios for a brand new 2025 or 2026 Honda CRV or HRV? No. I don't know what the resolution was. Probably an update, or they have to order a part, but it made it one day. New cars are ridiculous. To repair and maintain a new car is ridiculous. On top of having to pay that high car note. Someone said to me in the things, well, I don't have a choice. I have to buy a new car. There's always a choice. There's always a better financial choice for somebody. It may not be what you want exactly, but what you really want in the end is financial freedom. And how does that happen? Not having car payments. That certainly does help for bad times. All the people that are in the government shutdown, they're not receiving paychecks. You know how many of them people can't pay their mortgage payment probably? Can't pay their car payment? I just said in a video, tell me what your car payment is. The average car payment was over $600 a month and higher. That is ridiculous when you're not getting a paycheck. The average person has $600 in their savings account. And if they have a $400 emergency, they're cooked. Their gooses are cooked. That's the reality of the world. So this was more about buying a used car. What I want you to think about when you see somebody who's selling a used car, I don't want you to take it for the face that you see and the image that you see. I want you to think about, they're trying to screw me. They're trying to screw me. Protect yourself. Come get your car checked out by a decent guy. And most shops, for a decent inspection, I would have to say between $60 and $150. If you go to the dealership and have a vehicle looked at, they're going to bill 1 hour. Their hourly labor rate at a dealership is over $200 an hour. You spend where you want. The one lady said she took one vehicle to Toyota, and it had an oil leak that was very expensive to fix. This came out right out of CarMax. This is the lady that I just did a video about, the second Toyota that she's got from CarMax. The one had a major oil leak they didn't disclose. She said, I don't want it. They put her in another vehicle, right? She came to me because she probably doesn't want to spend another $220 at Toyota to go through the inspection. She knows I'm a really good technician and mechanic. I looked over her car. It still needed tons of work. Is she going to buy that car? I don't really know the answer to that. She probably will because that's what she wants. But the dealership has to make good on all the neglected repairs and safety issues. Thanks for watching.